hotel after finishing off the tour with Joachim, and we decided to have one last look around the city, and we had the camera with us, and there was a bit of a dispute happening about Scientology, so we thought we'd find out what's going on.
What do you actually know about Scientology? Like, if you explain it from your angle, how do you see it?
Well, my vision of Scientology, it's not a church, it's a cult or a company, because the only thing they're really out to do is make money, and make lots of money. And everyone who's against them they say it's an SP, a suppressive person.
Wow.
You should read the flyer before you...
Yeah.
Because it will explain everything.
Alright, I'll have a look at it, man.
Because
we've got one here.
If I start talking in English, it's all downhill.
Okay.
So it was a pretty random thing to walk out of the hotel and find all these guys on the street wearing Guy Fawkes masks and handing out different brochures about stuff, and they weren't too happy about Scientology, but it's always good to get people's different opinions, so we had a bit of a chat with the guy to find out more.
Scientology is a cult. It's initiated by a writer who wrote books about aliens and other...
Ron Hubbard, right?
Sorry?
What's his name? Ron L. Hubbard or something?
Yeah, Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
And well, he started this, what he calls a religion, but in principle is based on aliens and all that sort of crap. And he invented the entire thing for earning money. So it was, you can look at it as a sort of scam, actually.
A scam?
Yeah, it is a scam to make a lot of money. He literally, it's quoted here, if a man wants to make $1 million, the best way would be to start his own religion. And that's exactly what he said, and that is what he says to his followers. The entire story of the aliens, as in described here, is told to the followers, works in different levels, different stages. And if you're stage 3, then you get the entire, then you're brainwashed so much that you believe the alien crap.
So why with the Guy Fawkes and the V for Vendetta then? Like, is that not a religion in itself in some way?
Well, the only thing all the people here have in common is a certain web community, and this is one of the most speaking symbols of our community.
I think it's one of the best films ever made, don't you?
Well, it's not literally related to the film.
Ah.
Or back in Guy Fawkes.
Okay,
actually.
I'm with you. Okay, cool. Did you like the film though?
I've never seen it, no.
Oh my god! Dude! You gotta see it, it's insane.
I'm not such a movie fan.
Okay, alright.
But I do want to see it, just for the mask.
You gotta see it. Okay. It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, so each to their own is the key, but it was cool to speak to a Scientologist and get his point of view on things.
Why do you think there's such a controversy at the moment with Scientology? I mean, apart from Tom Cruise, why are there people... Shouldn't it just be about accepting different viewpoints, or does Scientology not allow you to do that? There's only one way.
No, it has nothing to do with viewpoints. It has something to do that Scientology is a new religion and it works. It means people get in a better situation.
Okay, and improving themselves.
Improving themselves.
Right.
And that is unique because that's never happened before. And that is the whole thing in it.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's contra the vested interest. I mean, people can become more conscious. They can become a higher state of awareness. What was predicted already for so many thousands of years, you see. And that is what Buddha predicted, and that was what Jesus predicted.
Well, it's about positivity, isn't it? Like positive choices.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Okay, well then why a demonstration here today? Why do you see other people so against what?
I don't know. If I talk to those people, they don't understand what Scientology is at all. They never read a book about it or something like that. So I don't go into that discussion. If you want to know something about Jesus Christ, then read something in the Bible, you see.
Yeah.
And if you want to know something about Buddha, then at least you try to find some information about Buddha. And if you want to know something about Scientology, you go into the church and you buy a book there.
So does it offend you that you see people having such a negative viewpoint on it that maybe don't know?
It's a matter of
like people call it a cult.
Cult has a bad name. So if you say to me, well, you are a member of a cult,
you take that negatively.
And I take it negatively.
Yeah, sure.
It would have been a negative effect on me.
Yeah.
I don't do that. A cult, if you look in a dictionary and what a cult is, this is not a cult. You can go inside and outside if you want. You see? Yeah. And so it's not a cult.
Okay.
It's using a word to make somebody else black. You see? It's a kind of political propaganda. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why I just thought when the people are here protesting against it and saying that's what their cry is, that it's a cult.
Now, you know, it's a kind of profession.
Okay.
I did that 30 years ago, 40 years ago as an in Amsterdam. There was a kind of revolution going on, you see.
Oh, really?
We were protesting against certain things too, you see.
Okay.
And they are protesting against it. I never found somebody or a normal, I cannot make a normal discussion with these people. Because they are constantly saying that something is bad,
Okay.
but they have no ground on it, or they have heard something about it, or
Fair enough.
talking about aliens or something like that. I don't know. You see?
This is just a general question, but is it fair to say that, like, if you to really be a Scientologist all the way, which is what it's about, right? Stages.
Yeah.
Is that the only way of thinking, or can you allow someone else from another religion to have a completely different viewpoint and that still be cool?
Of course. Because
Well, then that's the game on. No harm, no foul.
but Scientology is not an. Scientology don't say your religion.
This is the only way, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't say that.
No, it's a way.
It's a way.
See?
I like it.
It's a way with a certain effect. Nobody else can promise you that. You see? And so they say, okay, if you do this and that, you get that result. You see, for yourself,
Yeah.
and for your family,
Yeah.
and for the world, and
Like life in itself, right? Work
Like-
hard, achieve things.
yeah, of course, and in your relation to God, you see, because that is the end goal in
Yeah.
it. As far as if you go on this what they call a bridge of awareness, you start to realize how that works. You see, and then you also start to understand why the Bible is written like this. I grew up as a Christian, and I have I got such many cognitions about what's really happened there. In my opinion, not really what is in the Bible there. you see.
Not literal.
No,
literally.
because the Bible was written 300 years after Christ.
Yeah.
But what I see, it is a kind of evolution is going on for the last 10,000 years. This evolution started somewhere in China with Tao. Then you had this whole period in India going on there with Krishna and Arjuna and so on. And then you had the Buddhism 500 years before Christ. Then you get a whole new civilization going on from the time of Jesus. You see? So you see, what you really see is an evolution going on over the planet. But it ends somewhere in Los Angeles. You see? And so the cycle is run. And this whole way of thinking of every religion is what you can find in Scientology.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what Hubbard did is to take out of all the religions and all the wisdom there was on the planet. It was marketing, or it was an organization, or on humanities, or drugs, or everything else. You see, so he took out the things what was working, and he took out of the Buddhism what was the good thing of the Buddhism, and that is what he combined a new religion with all those positive items from the different religions, and that is what Scientology is. So if you are a Scientologist, you really understand a Christian. You really understand what the Buddhism is. You see, basically our philosophy is coming from the Vedas, from Hinduism. That's basically what it is. So we are a spiritual organization. It's a little bit strange that there is a new religion going on in this world at this moment in time.
Maybe the world needs that, you know.
Well, it was promised. Let's say I can give you some secrets for myself, what I see. But this is my personal observation. Nothing to what I read or something like that. I told you the story about the 10,000 years, you see. And because before I came in Scientology, I was a member. I was first a Christian, and then I became a member of the Transcendental Meditation Organization.
Right.
They had the same purpose, heaven on earth. That was the purpose. So I came here, and it's much more organized and much more professional than the meditation organization. And Buddha promised 2,500 years ago, I come back and to finish that job, you see. And as far as I can see, that is what the Hubbard was, you see.
And just from a viewpoint of neutralness, as long as there's like something in there that's this "thou shalt not judge," meaning no one really knows anything and everyone's cool to do their own thing, it sounds cool to me. The Scientology thing, it's positive, right?
Very positive.
For you and for anyone else that chooses it, that's great. That's awesome.
And it's what we call granting the beingness. Whatever you think, it's your way of thinking. Do you know what I mean? And of course I try to understand why you're thinking that.
Yeah.
And that's it, you see? That's it. It's your position, it's my position. If you like to do that, what you want to do, it's okay for me. You see?
Sweet, man. Well, good to talk to you.
Okay, you're welcome.
All the best with it.
Thank you.
See you, buddy.
making your way from the ground on down.